Welcome to Cawffee Talk. I'm Mark Tullis. This is my partner, Kirsten Coleman.
Hello.
We are Coffee Cup Productions, and it's New Music Monday.
Yes, it is. And today we have with us Darren Jay of Darren Jay and the Delta Souls, or of Darren Jay Trio, or of Darren Jay Band.
The Mighty Groupers.
The Mighty Grouper.
The Black Diamond Sessions.
Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah.
That guy's busy.
He's all around.
And he's pretty much been like all over the world doing his blues stuff. And it's really cool to talk to him. He's very, very interesting. And he's got some really cool stories to tell. So we're excited about that.
Before we go to our sponsor, I just want, you may be watching this as a Facebook Live video, but this is also downloadable through podcast platforms on now Stitcher,
Google Play, iTunes, Spotify for the audio podcasts. And then we do have, the Facebook Live stays up forever. And it does go to our website and to our YouTube channel as well.
So subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on all those platforms, download, share with your friends.
Yep.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Welcome to the Toadstool Pub. Beers from local breweries, a great cocktail selection, award-winning Bloody Marys, a gorgeous outdoor space to enjoy warm nights, your favorite team on the telly, the big game will be on for sure, live music, a neighborhood treasure where you come in with friends or make some new ones. The Toadstool Pub, 327 Waukegan Avenue in Highwood.
And we're back, and we have with us via Google Hangouts, Darren Jay. Darren Jay himself.
Yay. Hey, Darren.
Welcome to Coffee Talk.
Yay. So glad to finally hook up with you. It's been a little tricky. You've been very busy.
Well, definitely cool to be on your show. So
yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. So Darren Jay is like a big blues master.
We've seen you everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially what it was really exciting watching the ventures on social when you went down to Memphis for the blues
IBC,
competition.
yeah.
Can you tell people what that was about?
Yeah, so we went down to Memphis for the International Blues Challenge. It's called the IBC for short, and we were representing Chicago and the Windy City Blues Society for 2019. So Todd, Rob, and just a master young gun on the keys, Adam Pryor from the next state over. He came down with us, and we made it all the way to Friday. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to Saturday, but it was just, we played there 3 days, so it was pretty fun.
Wow, cool. That's very cool. Now, you lived in Memphis, right, for a while?
I did. I lived in Memphis for about 80 years and stuff, and then I did a whole bunch of cool stuff down there.
Cool. And music was part of that cool stuff, right?
Yeah, music. I was president of the Memphis Blues Society for about 2 years, and I released a record while I was over there, recorded a record over down there with Grammy winner Wayne Jackson on the horn. We got Rod Bland on there, which is Bobby Blue Bland's son. He played drums on one of the tracks, and so it was a really cool endeavor, and met a lot of people over there.
So, blues royalty, and then you have you're down in the real Delta part. So now you've created the Delta Soul project. Tell us what that is, what that means, and how that came to be.
So in 2000, I was in Washington D.C. Let's backtrack a little bit, if you don't mind. And then, when I was up there, I started my own band. Even before that, I was in Pensacola, so let's even backtrack more. I started my own band, Darren Jay Band, and sometimes it was Darren Jay Trio. So finally, going back, skipping forward to Memphis, when I was first releasing that record, the last record that I did, we were in the studio and we were trying to figure out, okay, what should we call each other? What are we going to do with this one? It's not going to be Darren Jay Band. And because we were so influenced and so immersed in the Delta, Mississippi, Memphis, all that kind of vibe and all that kind of, everything is steeped in mojo up down there, what I'm saying? So we said, let's call the band Darren Jay and the Delta Souls.
I love that name. I think that name is so cool. It really says a lot about the band and the music you play.
and it's absolutely like steeped in, the Delta roots and deep into that kind of sound. And since, I really kind of like, did a lot of like studying and did a lot of like, working with a lot of artists down there that are, were born in Memphis, were born in that area. They're accustomed and they play that kind of, music, Delta music, you know what I'm saying? It's very different from like Chicago blues and Piedmont blues and all these other blues. It's very, very different. There's a very
it's a little
like
swampier.
Swampier.
It's swampier.
Yeah, can you just tell people? Not everybody understands Chicago blues and Delta blues. How can you describe some of that?
Yeah, but the cool part about it is, and I'll tell you that every time that I play a place, they're like, oh, I can hear that kind of like different sound coming from you from the music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's it's not the local area stuff. So we still play blues, but it's influence. It's a Memphis Stax Delta blues, influence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little more. I don't know. There's like a little bit more
Stax inherited
soul or like Motown-y, jazzy.
It is. It's a little different. It's a little different. For sure.
Yeah. So, and who's in this band with you? Who's in the Delta Souls with you?
So, it's Todd Lazar on bass and Rob Davis on drums, and whenever we do like bigger shows, we got Adam Pryor that comes back on the goes on the keys and stuff, and then when we play Buddy Guys, I use a 6-piece band. I use usually some of the local guys like Mark, like Tom Trinkich, the Lip.
Mitch the Lip.
Yeah. I use sometimes Destiny on sax, and then I either use my guy Adam most of the time, or I use Brother John on keys. But it's when we play like Buddy Guys or a big show, we have a 6-piece band.
Very cool. So, Darren, are you like up here now, or are you still stationed mostly down in Memphis area?
No, I live in Chicago now.
Okay.
So I've been here. I moved to Chicago in 2015.
Oh, okay.
And I went to school downtown at the Art Institute for audio engineering. Got my degree. So I just finished school a year ago.
Oh, very
We're
good.
interviewing him in his home studio.
In his studio, yeah. I see you're
creating
building a
his new
studio.
music.
Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you also going to see Todd and Rob in the Mighty Groupers, right? That's a band that features Dave Salzman and Suzanne Cross. And a personal friend of ours, Sal Canzone.
Yeah, Sweet Sal.
It's Sally makes his rounds, doesn't he?
Yeah, so that's a new endeavor that we started. Just something different, It's more, it's a little bit of like a throwback to like the kind of like the the older music and even some new contemporary music. But it's a lot different than my project, so it's pretty cool to be able to play a different style of music and also so I'm not the front guy on this one. I'm just I'm part of the team. So. Sometimes it feels really good to not have that burden on you as the band leader. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more than one band leader. It's it's kind of like Dave Salzman's little pet thing. It's his idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that was kind of born from the Tabasco Soul Kitchen roots, and then
I think so.
Sound Kitchen? Yeah.
I think it was. I mean, it's kind of like Dave kind of took that idea and took that that project and kind of molded it into the Mighty Grouper.
That band is fun to watch.
Yeah.
We saw you guys at Potato Creek, and you guys are a blast. It's just fun to watch you.
Well, it is a lot of fun up there. So for sure. Thanks, cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Some other fun that we've been watching Darren have is with the Black Diamond sessions. Can you tell people what's happening with that?
Well, the Black Diamond is let's see, Todd Lazar, which is bass, Todd, and Blake, who plays harmonica. That's their little pet project that they're doing. They put together that they wanted a pro jam where we have a lot of jams here in Highwood, but we don't have a jam where there's kind of like the top touring artists that are from Chicago or pros that don't get a chance to come out and really like let loose and kind of perform at a different level. We wanted an inception of that kind of vibe where you come in and you're playing with quality musicians, and you're just kind of like not doing just completely straight blues. We're doing a little bit of different things.
Yeah.
So So it's a little bit more of I tell Todd, look, this project would be great if like, we don't, if you're up for a solo, play your solo, you know what I'm saying? And there's no like, when you're done with your solo, you let it out, That's
Let it
kind of
all
like
out. Yeah.
Yes.
that's kind of like the thing, because in a lot of like, jams you go to, this, you kind of feel it. Okay, you can only play like, 8 measures, or you can only like do such a certain amount of time before you have to pass it on to somebody. And sometimes you're kind of like, I had a lot more to say,
Yeah.
and so this vibe is kind of like, okay, let's make this like kind of like a brotherhood of musicians, local musicians, and even tour musicians that come in, have a place where they can really like connect with other musicians that are part of the business.
I love that.
We've been part of
Yeah.
some of the conversations and constantly evolving, like what the format is and how to feature some artists that are coming through. So really exciting stuff coming up.
That's going to be fun, I think.
Yeah.
And it's every second Thursday now, right?
Second Thursday of the month.
Of the month, yeah. And you're looking to maybe make it the third Thursday, but we'll see. For now,
Okay.
It's the second Thursday.
Yeah, we wanted to make it where the jam was something to look forward to.
Yep.
If we did it more than once, as the concept goes, then it would be a little bit more like, oh, well, I can make the next one. I can make
Yeah.
We want to make it like this is an event.
Yeah.
And every month, everybody looks forward to that one night. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Definitely.
Definitely think that's the way to go. Definitely. Yeah.
So how's your spring and summer tour? What's it looking like? You got some stuff lining up?
So you're talking about upcoming shows?
Yeah. What you got going on?
Well, let's see. Well, we got let's see, Buddy Guys coming up in May.
Mm-hmm.
That's May 11th. We're playing Buddy Guys. It's going to be a big show with a big band, obviously with my big band. And then we do Max on May 24th. And Max, even though it's booked under my name and booked under my band, we're bringing back Suzanne and Dave Salzman plays with me when we play Max. So we're going to have a little bit of the grouper there.
Cool.
And it's going to be a cool night. Yeah.
The Delta Groupers.
Sounds
Sounds like a good fish restaurant. I don't know.
You know what? I told Dave, we should start, all the fans and even like groupies, we should call them groupers.
Yeah, we should. Absolutely. That's a good idea.
I'm a grouper.
Make T-shirts, dude. Little
groupers.
grouper T-shirts. Yeah, I think that's
grouper
adorable.
I'm a grouper, right?
Yeah, I like it.
There we go.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play one of your songs, which is kind of cool video because it shows you actually laying down the rhythm tracks, and I forgot the name of the song. Just
Your song, Darren. Sorry, forgot the name of it.
totally
again.
having a brain fart.
Yeah. The song that we're listening to. What's it called?
Of yours.
Oh, figure this out.
Figure this out.
See, you didn't remember either.
I was wondering what's going on.
What's happening?
You're watching the meltdown happen.
Yeah. Thanks for helping me through, people.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem.
So figure this out. Very cool song. I heard, I felt like some Steve Miller and some James Gang kind of vibe to it. Can you tell us like how this music is coming about? And I know you have some big plans for what you're doing in your studio.
Yeah. So in the song "Figure This Out," it was like it's a combination of the styles that I play. I mean, I play blues, but it's very blues influenced. But it's also a little bit of rock and roll type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And "Figure This Out" is it's a on paper it's a very simple song, but it talks about knowing, it's just about talking about life and the world and stuff, and knowing when things are right and things are wrong, and knowing that there's always a situation that even how bad it is, you can always figure it out. You can always, some good can always come out of something bad. So that's the premises of that song. And, primarily the music that I write, I love to write originals. I showcase a lot of originals, on my gigs. And I just think it's, one of those things where it kind of shows the artistry of, my songwriting and the band. And I just think it's a cool thing. And it's always blues influence, no matter if I take it to the Delta or take it to a little bit of rock or even go a little bit of funk, it always goes back to the roots. Cool. for all the stuff that I do.
Great.
And your guys are perfect for that.
Yeah.
Rob and Todd.
Yeah.
They're perfect for all
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Pretty
fields.
badass for that stuff. Yeah.
And so now you're in a recording process and a writing process, and you're capturing it, and so what's going to become of it all?
Well, the whole purpose of the studio that I'm, slowly building and working on is to actually record the band, record new songs, and then I can go ahead and, because, editing, mixing, and all that stuff is a whole different animal. It's a whole artistry to it.
Yep.
And now, and I went to school for that. So, I'm like really able to kind of know techniques and know what I'm looking for. So I'm really excited because I can take not only the songs that are written, but take it to the next level, mixing it and, and editing them, because I can even more project the idea, mold the idea better now that I can even work on that end too. So
And then you're putting the songs on a webcast or a podcast, or what are you going to do with those?
Well, what we're doing so we got like, kind of like short-term and long-term goals. So short-term is to get more promotional stuff out there for the band. So what I want to do, in the next coming weeks is get the band in here, record kind of like a whole set of all the songs that we do, with, mixing with some other stuff that's not original, and then take all that material, make it into like maybe like 15 minute, promo spots that comes out every Wednesday, like 3 songs, for example. And it's kind of like like webcast, and like NPR does it. You have like, all the bands that come through, they have like a 15-minute kind of like, they do a couple like 3 songs. And so I want to do something where I want to do a web series where the band is coming out with like a couple songs every week.
Oh, wow. That's very ambitious. That's very cool.
Delta Soul TV.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. That's really cool. Well, when that's ready to go, we're going to be watching.
Kirsten, give Darren a great TV show name right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll text you. I can't do it on the spot like that.
Darren, tell us how people can find you and find your music.
Okay, so you can visit my official website, which is darrenjay.com, and that's not J-A-Y, it's just J, so it's darrenj.com.
DARREN
Yeah, so that's my official website, and it's got links to everything from, SoundCloud to iTunes. It's got anything that has to do with band promotion, it's got videos, music. You can go there. You can always type in Darren Jay and the Delta Souls, and I bet you that's the first thing that pops up on Google. So you can always do that too.
Yeah, and you're on Facebook and.
I'm on Facebook
and on Instagram. He's everywhere. Yeah,
he's Googleable.
I'm just not on Snapchat or anything like that.
No, I don't do Snapchat. I don't understand Snapchat. Somebody has to explain Snapchat to me because I don't get it.
We've done a little Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't get it. Whatever.
The kids, they need the Snapchat.
They do. Because for some reason you record something and it's gone like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, it's up for 24 hours that it's gone.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
And that doesn't work for my band.
No, it doesn't work for many bands. That doesn't seem like a good thing, actually.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, Darren, thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
We are going to play Figure It Out, Darren Jay and the Delta Souls.
Yeah.
And yes, anything else? Any last comments about this song?
No, just I hope we recorded it in the studio, as you can tell. You might be able to tell. And I also did the mixing, and I did a partial mastering. I'm not a mastering guy, but I did everything from write the song to mixing it on Pro Tools and put it in video. So enjoy it.
Very cool. Awesome.
Thanks a lot, Darren.
We'll see you soon.
Cool. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay. Bye.
feel like running, but you just can't hide. That's the very reason why you stand up and fight. This world can be so cold, the love will conquer it all. Time cycles everything, baby. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. This world can be so cold, but love will conquer it all. Time cycles everything, baby. Yeah, we're gonna figure, yeah, we're gonna figure, yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Figure this out, baby. Figure this out, baby. This world can be so cold, but love will conquer it all. Time cycles everything, baby. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. This world can be so cold, but love will conquer it all. Time cycles everything, baby. Yeah, we're gonna figure, yeah, we're gonna figure, yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Figure this out now, baby. Figure this out now, baby.
Coffee Talk is a Coffee Cup Productions podcast. Find our video podcasts on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, coffeecupproductions.com. Audio podcasts can be downloaded from Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play Music, and Spotify. Search for Coffee Talk, CAWFFEETAWK, Coffee Talk.